Hey, what's going on, guys? Pt.2 here, and welcome back to part 2 of our series, our little mini series on creating a custom furnace, which is basically the same as a normal furnace. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do is you want to actually go ahead and create this tile entity class. So inside our silver furnace package, you want to put tile entity silver furnace, just like that. Click finish. We are going to extend tile entity lockable, tile entity lockable, and it needs to implement tickable and sided inventory, and we're going to create a lot of variables before we start this. So first we're going to need the slots, our slot variables. So we're going to have a private static final int, so it's going to be an int array slots underscore top equals a new int array, and open some triangle brackets and put 0. Then we're going to do private static final int array slots underscore bottom. No, it needs to be slots underscore bottom equals a new int array, and open some triangle brackets. Inside here we're going to put 2, 1. Finally we're going to need the sides, go away, whatever that is. Private static final int array slots, don't want two-dimensional array, slots underscore sides equals a new int array, and open up some triangle brackets again and put 1. Next we have to create the oven item stacks variable. So we're going to do private non-null list and item stack, and we're going to call this furnace item stacks equals a non-null list dot, open these, I don't know what they're called if I'm honest, put item stack in there, and on the outside we want with size 3, item stack dot empty, and import non-null list. Next we want private int oven burn time. We want private int current item burn time. We want private int cook time, and we want private int total cook time, and finally we want private string oven custom name, just like that. Then we're going to need get size inventory, and in here we're going to return this dot oven. No, we haven't called it oven. My bad, we need to change this to furnace. furnace and furnace, just like that, and we're going, so this dot furnace item stacks dot size, and that's that. Then we have the isEmpty method. In here we need a for loop to check all the slots. So for item stack colon this dot furnace item stacks. We're going to need to put if item stack stack is not empty, then we're going to need return false, and then down here we're going to need to return true. Then we're going to need get stack in slot, and in here we're going to return this dot furnace item stacks dot get index and semicolon. Then we're going to need decrease stack size, and in here we're going to return item stack helper dot get and split furnace item stacks index count. Next we need remove stack from slot, and we need to return item stack helper dot get and remove furnace item stacks index. Next we have set inventory slot contents, so set inventory slot contents, and we're going to want item stack equals this dot furnace item stacks dot get index. Then we need boolean flag is equal to not stack dot is empty, so stack is not empty, and stack dot is item equal of item stack and item stack dot are item stack tags equal, and we want stack and item stack. Then we need to this dot furnace item stacks dot set index stack. Then we need some if statements. If stack dot get count is greater than this dot get inventory stack limit, then we need stack dot get count, and in here we need to stack dot set count, my bad, and in here we need to do this dot get inventory stack limit, and then we need another if statement, so if index is equal to 0 and not flag. Then we need to do this dot total cook time is equal to this dot get cook time of stack. Then we need to do this dot cook time equals 0 and this dot mark dirty. Then we need the get name method, so get name, and in here we're going to do return this dot has custom name question mark this dot furnace item stacks. Oh no, furnace custom name colon, and here we're going to do container dot silver underscore furnace. Then we're going to need has custom name, and in here we're going to return this dot oven, no, my bad, furnace custom name is not equal to null and exclamation mark this dot furnace custom name dot is empty. Then we need set custom is that right? No. Okay. Set custom. That's not it. Okay, so we need to create a new method here. So public void set custom inventory name. In here we need to put string furnace custom name, and in here inside of this we're going to do this dot furnace custom name is equal to furnace custom name. Then we need register fixes furnace register. So this is a method we need to create. So public static void register fixes furnace. In here we're going to put data fixer, and inside this we're going to do fixer dot register walker fix types dot block entity, and for walker you want to do new item stack data lists tile entity silver furnace. No, that's not what I clicked. Tile entity silver furnace dot class, and for this you want to do new string array, and here we're going to put items and close that. We already have that. Now we need the read from NBT and write to NBT. Now I'm going to copy these because these are rather big methods, and I also need to change oven to furnace, just like that. and just make sure you import all of these, and check that I haven't done anything incorrectly. Yep, that looks alright. Now you want to do get inventory stack limit, which is a very simple method. Inventory stack limit, and we're going to return 64, because otherwise it's a bit weird. And then you want the is burning method, which is another method we need to create. So public boolean is burning. Open this up, and in here we're going to put return this dot furnace burn time is greater than 0. Then we want we want to do at side only, and we want to do side.client. We're going to have public boolean, public static boolean is burning, and in here we're going to put inventory, and in here you're going to return inventory dot get field of 0 is greater than 0, and import side only. Then we need the update function. Now this is a massive function. Well, it's actually not as big as I'm saying it is, but it's pretty big. So obviously we just need to change, well, I need to change my stuff. So a silver furnace, and make sure you import all of this. What did I call it? I call it silver furnace, right? Silver furnace, yeah, there you go. So obviously we have a lot of errors because we haven't created a lot of these methods yet. So let's see. Furnace burn time. Right, that should be all of those. Now you want to go ahead and do get cook time. So yeah, we haven't got this. Public int get cook time item stack, and you want to return how long you want it to cook for in ticks. So I'm going to put mine, because basically this is an upgraded furnace, I'm going to put 10, so it takes 10 ticks to cook it, which is quite quick. Next we have can smelt, which is a pretty big method, and I'm just going to paste this in. These will all be in the description, by the way, guys, so don't worry. Silver furnace, and obviously we're going to need to create that later. Next we have smelt item, which is also a pretty big method, and silver furnace, change it to that, and import all of these. Next we have another pretty big method, which is get item burn time. So you may have seen this in the fuels episode we did, and this basically allows you to add to what can burn in the furnace. So I'm just going to import all so we can fix this. Net.minecraft.block.block, and finish. And as you can see, now all the errors we have are silver furnace recipes, which we're definitely not going to be able to cover in this episode. Next we have is item fuel. So is item fuel is item, oh, we need to create this method. So public static boolean is item fuel, and in here we're going to put item stack, and we're going to return get item burn time of stack greater than 0. So basically that just tells it if the burn time is greater than 0, then the item is fuel. Next we have is usable by player, which is a method we can add like that. And we are going to do if this dot world dot get tile entity of this dot pos exclamation mark, so not equal to this, then we return false, and we want to do else you want to return player dot get distance sequence. And here you want to open some brackets, and you want to put double. You want to do this dot pos dot get x, and then double again of this dot pos dot get y. Oh, I missed. So we need to plus 0.5 d and plus 0.5 d, and then finally double this dot pos dot get z plus 0.5 d, and then you want to do less than or equal to 64.0 d, like that. Pretty long method. We now have two little methods which there's no point me typing out, but you can type them out. Open inventory and close inventory, because they're just empty methods. We still have quite a lot left. So we have is item valid for slot. Is item valid for slot. And in here, what you want to do is do if index is equal to 2, then you want to return false, else if index is not equal to 1, then you want to return true, and else you want to do item stack is equal to this dot furnace item stacks dot get 1, and you want to return is item fuel of stack or slot silver furnace fuel dot is bucket of stack and item stack dot get item is not equal to items dot bucket. Just like that. Now that was a pretty big method, wasn't it? Well, not that big, but it's big to type out. Next we have public int array get slots for face, and in here we'll put enum facing and call that side. And then we have if side is equal to enum facing dot down. Oh god, doing everything wrong letter possible here. Facing dot down. Then we're going to return slots bottom, and else you want to return side is equal to enum facing dot up question mark slots underscore top, not sides, top colon slots underscore sides. Next we have can insert item, and in here we're going to return this dot is item valid for slot index item stack in. Next we have can extract item. You want to do if direction is equal to enum facing dot down and index is equal to 1, then you do item equals stack dot get item. Then we can do if item is not equal to items dot water bucket, and item is not equal to items dot bucket. Then we can do return false, and if all else fails then we can just return true, which I don't know why I said all else fails, but yeah. Next we have get GUI ID. So as you can see guys, this is a very long class, but it's fine. We can return two speech marks and tutorial mod colon silver underscore furnace. Now we have to create the container. In here we're going to return new container silver furnace player inventory comma this. Next we have a get field and set field, which I'm going to copy over, and you can grab these from the description of course. Then I'm just going to paste those in and change good old oven to furnace. Next we have get field count, and we also have the clear method. So in here we want to return 4, because this is how many basically slots there are. And then we have the clear method, and in here we return this dot furnace item stacks dot clear. Then we have some little things which are quite confusing, and that is basically the get capability method and these things. So we have the handlers get capability, which is quite a complicated little thing, and there's really no point typing it out because you're probably never going to need it to type it out in the future. Now, as you can see, if we go up, all our errors should be, that's the container, that's the slots, that's the recipes, and the top one I think is container? No, it is, what are you? Did I miss the tick method? I think I must have missed our tick method. Oh, my bad. Okay, interesting. Did we import the wrong? I think we imported the wrong iTickable. We don't need that. Yeah, we did. We imported the wrong iTickable. Because there are 2 iTickables, and if you have a look, if we find iTickable, yep, there you go. We renderer.texture. That's totally wrong. So let's get rid of that and let's re-import it. net.minecraft.util.iTickable. I probably should check that at the start. That just fixes that, and now we only have these errors here, which we are definitely not going to cover in this episode. So yeah, we'll cover those in the next episode. We'll do containers and probably the GUI in that episode. But first, just before we end, actually, we should probably register the tile entity before I totally forget. Because knowing me, there's a high chance I will forget, and I will probably never know why it won't work, because that's happened before. So register tile entity. We're going to put tile entity. Oh, where'd it go? Tile entity silver furnace dot class, and for the key, we want a new resource location of reference.mod id plus colon silver underscore furnace, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.